All right. Hey. Live is live. Live is live. We'll see who can see on YouTube. I'm meeting people for the first time. Emeet SmartCam or Webcam Review. Yeah. Yeah. It asks you to create the thumbnail before, and then like a video, like you're gonna post. Like you have to do the tagging and everything. Yeah. And then you go from there. So hi, this is Letesha from Letesha Lifts, and I'm testing out the Emeet SmartCam. Um, I'm testing out the SmartCam, and then also just how the microphone set up. So my wonderful husband has set up, also known as technically Dave. He has set up this new setup. I was coming from a phone, my cell phone, and my cell phone and my cell phone. That's it. The cell phone's camera, my cell phone, and using my earbuds, and whatever was built in with it. So just transitioning to something new and improved and more in relative to 2025. So this is not sponsored. It's just a real time test of for anyone searching for this camera here on YouTube. And if you catch this on the replay, welcome in just the same. Comments welcome. So I'm checking the audio, I'm checking lighting, I'm checking how my voice sounds, if it sounds natural or robotic. I'll only know that once I play this back. So in real time, feel free to comment and let me know. Or even on the review after this is posted, let me know in the comments how it sounds to you, how it sounds in your earbuds, how it sounds on the TV, how it looks on the TV or on your phone where you're watching from, all those things. And so, why a new webcam? So, what had triggered this was a coming from the other platform, also known as TikTok. What had inspired it was on there, I post my fitness content similar to here. And then, but I also go live. I go live a lot more frequently over there. And from time to time, the main focus on when I go live hosting is either gaming, for mental fitness, and or just having conversations and meeting people, networking, stuff like that. And so while I was on the games and interacting with the games, then those that are commenting and guessing with me, it was a word game primarily. Those that are guessing with me, they would hear my voice. We would um, interact, have conversations, small talk mostly. But I mean, there's quite a few people doing the same thing. So I would like to move where, similar to the live where you can see my face and then still see what's on the screen sharing. So while I'm saying words like screen sharing or popular, let me know how that sounds. And so I usually use it for I don't usually use the webcam. I usually use my phone. And just moving to something of better quality might increase engagement, help you see me better, and interact and connect better than before. So it's a great opportunity to use it. And so when talking with my husband, then I was able to. Sometimes it's important to communicate, as sharing with him what I was interested in doing, and he's like, "Oh, okay. I have a lot of these things already, and this is how it can set up." And so here we are. So I'm getting comfortable with using it. It's very easy to use. It just once it's plugged into the computer, then the light comes on and it starts working. So it's very similar to the built-in the computer recognizes it, and there wasn't any CD to set it up, or installation or process like that to go through. So I appreciate that. What matters to me more than specs is clear voice, and I have notes. A clear voice, minimal setup, not looking washed out at night. So if you see my thumbnail, I just took a photo of how the built-in webcam. I'm using an all-in-one computer, and it's not to shame the all-in-one computer. It's doing its job, but there's better things out there. And I know it's 2025, and I'm saying this, but for me, um, if you're a simple user like me, where you just go to your phone because that's familiar, it's convenient, consider and you're considering to um, do go live more often, then this is a smooth transition, very smooth transition. I had received suggestion to utilize a camera, an actual digital camera, that records video and is capable of doing streaming. Um, it works. It and I mean that's another route, and that option is available. Um, but in terms of aperture and ISO and settings like that, and being familiar with that to get this 4K look, that's not my zone. So I moved away from that. So this is really convenient and helpful in that it gets me that same look, that same quality, and then with less with less setup hassle. So if you're someone who goes live, um, and not a lot of viewers or audio, then audio and comfort matter more than the fancy stuff, at least when you're starting out. So especially when, like on TikTok, there's a For You page and it's easy to scroll past. When people see quality, sometimes that will, they see the person more, they see the person better. Um, and if they compare, they might stick around a lot longer than um, when the quality is not so sharp. So, and so I'm gonna change my distance, like close to the mic, not so close to the mic, just to see how that sounds, and lowering and raising my voice naturally. It's very the microphone itself is. Oh, thank you. The microphone itself is very sensitive to each and every word that I say. So I'm just getting used to using a mic, because usually I'm just talking, or it's a lapel mic where it's not in sight. So this is a nice transition. So I'm intentionally talking like I would on a normal live, just so to get comfortable with it, because I can hear myself. And so being mindful of how I sound helps me control how I sound and the tone and what I want to project. So just looking at things I wanted to talk about. So even the camera, the webcam itself, I'm gonna see on playback how it handles movement, how it handles darker skin tones, because that's important, and how it looks when I'm not sitting perfectly still, and moving. As a human, and especially on TikTok, they're really mindful of having actual lives and not a video recording or a photo still image. So they're mindful of that. I'm not sure, and it's good to know, because looking to utilize YouTube live stream as well, and just being familiar with it, to see how they capture that stuff, or if they monitor or are concerned about that, having the actual person in front of the screen, or if that's a factor. Because on the other app, we call it TT. On TT, they have like puzzles that you have to line up, similar to verify that you're not a robot, that you're a human, that you're present on screen at the time. So I'm curious to see if YouTube has any of that, or what they use. And so would I feel confident posting a long video with this? Absolutely, because even this short, I mean, it's been 10 minutes already, and even with this short moment, it looks amazing. The quality looks sharp, rich. And this is accurate in terms of skin tone, in terms of colors in the room around me. And so I'm really enjoying the quality. I'm looking at the quality while talking to you. So that's what's mesmerizing me myself. And I noticed that the zoom changed a bit. You see that? Yeah. So even it paying attention to those things and refocusing as needed. It's just the quality and the accuracy is impressive. Would I want to this on during a desk live, similar to the other question? Yeah, for sure. So So one thing I like so far, I've already mentioned, is the visual quality, and I like the audio sound too. It makes me mindful of each word that I say, and and then it's clearer, so people can, even without captions, it's clearer of what I'm trying to say, my message, and being mindful of it. One thing I'm unsure on how it works with TT right now, but maybe because I'm using the YouTube live stream, and so it seems like TT doesn't want the camera occupied by another application like this. So the future goal is to use multi-platform. I know there's an app called StreamYard, so I'll look into that on using multiple platforms at one time and talking to other gamers. And I know my husband is familiar with using other platforms to distribute the content. So I'm looking to move into that direction. Let me make a note of that because I'll forget. That might be the solution for this, so that one camera can stream to other platforms at the same time, other live applications at the same time. And so that's one thing. And one thing I need more time to test. Mm, I need more time to test the similar to the other question. I need more time to test how it works with the other platform. So my first impression is a great one. It's not the final review because I'll see how it works with the other one, but I'm loving um, how it's displaying on YouTube, because YouTube is it's moved into, compared to the YouTube I knew when I first started out. It was more like the webcam quality. And I mean, everyone was making videos that way because everyone had their laptop and their webcam. That was the latest thing. It's graduated and evolved a whole lot from then. They're even moving into 8K, right? So it's good to be with the current quality. So thank you for that. Saying thank you to hubby sitting there. So thank you for that. And then for getting me more up to the times. And so I really appreciate that. And so far I'm loving it. Now now what made me feel comfortable going live even with no viewers. Um what made me feel comfortable going live even with no viewers? Um I don't mind talking. Sometimes you have to talk out your thoughts. And then I'm imagining that I'm having a conversation with someone who's going to hear this. So with that in mind, it helps. And then it helps to have an actual person in the room, or when not there, then imagining that there's an actual person in the room that you're talking to. Um, I had some challenges grasping who needs to hear this, but I think if you go live, if you podcast, if you record videos, audio, lighting, and just people being able to see you makes a difference in how long they'll stay and engage and just be able to connect with you better. So, what would I tell someone afraid to press go live? Um, Press record then, to see yourself and to would you engage with you, so at least you have some playback to get an idea of what it's like. Um, it's an amazing thing when you see like positive interactions. You might not, but then the more that you practice it, then you're talking to those that want to hear what you have to say versus those that have just want to type on the keyboard. Um, and consistency matters a lot more than numbers because it gets you even more comfortable. Like in the physical fitness sense, the more that I practice and work out and strength train and go to the gym, is the more that you get comfortable with doing it because I started out trying to go to the gym or having a membership and showing up in a gym, but when you're not clear on what to do or how long or how often or if this is enough weight for me or not, um, it gets harder. So there was that. So lives like this are practice and replays are the real audience. So we'll see the feedback in the future. I mean, this is evergreen content. There may be content like this already out there, but none with me on it, my skin tone, and my story. so so thanks for watching the replay when you do. Now, if you found it helpful, feel free to leave a comment to give feedback on video quality or if you have questions. Um, because it's hard to go back. There's no point, there's no reason to go back when the quality is like this. Um, so it really made me comfortable to go on YouTube live stream because like I was saying, back, what is that, 10, maybe 20 years ago when YouTube was in its early stages, then everyone is using a webcam and that was the standard. So it was just a matter of being able to see you, being able to see what you've recorded, and it would be videos being played. There was no live option. It was just videos, recorded videos made, and then you could even make a video in response to someone else. So you'd say what you'd have to say and then they would see it and then you could post it under. Does anyone remember when you could post it under someone else's video? And if they approved it, then it would be there. That was an option at the time. So this is a huge, huge improvement. And I really appreciate your time. If you reached this far, just let me know. Put an emoji, put a camera, video camera emoji in the chat if you reached this far. So, it was good. Wow, 18 minutes. That's awesome. And so I really, really appreciate being able to test this out. And also just learning about YouTube live stream too. Um, oh, thank you. Technically, Dave, I appreciate it. So learning about the features of YouTube live stream. I've gone live once, but I didn't save it. I didn't post the footage. Because one, I was outside, two, so there was a lot of factors I couldn't control. And then two, the quality wasn't so great at all. Because streaming takes a lot of power, for lack of a better word. And so the quality wasn't there, and but it did record it in real time. So I just saved that for my viewing. But this now, um, streaming from a computer is a lot, and from a webcam, the quality has enough power to to deliver to deliver great image, to deliver great sound, all the things. I do have a portable mic that I need to use more, like a lapel mic, like with my phone when I do go outdoors, um, because it's evergreen, and you never know when people are watching and the first impressions they're giving. Mind you, I've recorded many videos, and they do say to post like 50 to 100 videos, and then you'll get an idea of your style, and you'll get an idea of what makes you feel comfortable or what approach you want to use. So um, it's just for me to remember to either bring it or to use it when I do, or to have it charged. Half the time, it's just having it charged. That makes the difference. Okay, so it's on 100. Cool. Okay. And so that is the audio and visual quality of the Emeet Smart Webcam. And what's the name of this mic? What's the name of this mic or phone? Auto Technical microphone. So that's also a part of the audio experience is the microphone, and just being aware of that, having the earbuds so that I can hear how I sound, and so that the computer's sound doesn't feedback and distort what's going into the microphone. I'm learning in real time. So if there are no live comments, and yeah, that was another feature to learn. Like on TT, you do have to run for at least 25 minutes for it to be considered a valid live. I'm not sure if YouTube has that kind of incentive or something similar. If that's required, it's been 22 minutes so far. Um, but it would be good to know. It seems like it does not, but I don't want to discover that it does, and then here I am. I don't think so. Um, but it's a good standard running time to have. So that was cool. And this is without interaction or anything in the chat at the moment outside of technically Dave's comments, which I appreciated. So this is, what are these? Oh, this is the volume. So there's different things at the bottom of the YouTube live stream screen. They have the volume with 6 dots, and then they go green depending on how loud I am. They have the microphone where I can mute. I can share my screen. Oh, I can share my screen. Would you still be able to see my face? That's the question if I pressed share screen. Okay, so my screen just has the YouTube experience on it and the chat. But I'm wondering, like, if I was playing the game, would my face still show, or would it show smaller? This is the question to ask. So I'm going to share the screen briefly. And just to see, choose what to share, the window, the entire screen, or the window. Oh, or the Chrome tab, no. Or the window. Oh, the YouTube live streaming window. Or the entire screen. Okay. Also share system audio. Yeah, so if there's any sounds from the computer, to share that too. Okay, so I want to share the entire screen, for example. Then we share that, and how do I turn off that option? Okay, I'm not seeing it, but it says it's interesting. Are you seeing myself, or are you seeing what I'm sharing on the screen? You're seeing my face? Okay. I selected the option, also share system audio, and then share. Okay, no change. We live and learn. Okay. Because I'm wondering if the share screen option would be helpful for the like the word game option on screen, like for YouTube Live, for example, as in or anything I would be sharing like a poster or text. But we'll learn as we go. Or is it something I hold down? Not sure. Um, okay. So what does it look like when you like the live? I'm curious. So it says there's two. Like if you tap the heart or something or send an emoji. Not sending an emoji, but like when you can tap. Okay, I think you liked I see one like. Thanks. But is it something that you can tap repeatedly, the heart? Like I'm curious if it does a similar thing where I could see it or maybe it's a one-time thing. Okay. Okay. I mean, they're not twin apps. Each platform has their own features. It's just curious to see what YouTube has going on. Um, so I can get engage in the chat, engage with my audience, start Q&A, start a poll, answer viewer questions live and stuff. Okay. And start a poll. Oh, if I wanted to start a poll. Okay. Something to know. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the quality. Really enjoying the quality. And just to see the zoom effects. I was just seeing the looks good. Looks really good. All right, folks. Well, it's been 27 minutes and 13 seconds. I'm curious regarding like the 30-minute mark or so. And then just to know two viewers in the room, I think I count as one, and then you count as the other. It just depends. Some apps it's a case of two actual viewers, and then I'm hosting, so I don't count. But it's good to know. Very good to know and to discover. So I am going to again I live stream mostly on the other app. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments on the replay. And then I'm looking to discover how to live stream on both platforms. Any suggestions are welcome. Um, I did mention StreamYard. If there's any other app suggestions you have or recommendations, feel free to put them in the comments. That will be helpful just to explore. And then I'm going to give this a go on the other app. Each app has their pros and cons. I know this is like the biggest search engine besides Google. So those curious to know how it appears or to set up for a simple live stream setup, then this is an option. Because sometimes you don't hear. I mean, yes, you can look up how to create, but sometimes it can be overwhelming. I think there's a big cost hurdle or equipment requirement to get set up. But it does come down to quality sound, quality imaging, and quality lighting by whatever means. Use what you have, use what you have, and then upgrade from there. Use what you have, and then you upgrade from there. Um, and so it was about time to upgrade. So I thank y'all for tuning in and see you in the next live stream.